Now, back to Coastal Living on KZTV.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a good one. Welcome back to Coastal Living. Every Friday, we have something for all the people out there who love to fish. It seems appropriate, so we made a segment for it. It's our Coastal Living fishing line. We have Captain John Little back here with us. He is our fishing expert, and you've got something new to teach us today, don't you?
Yes, ma'am. Every Friday. This Friday, we're going to kind of pick up from where we left off last Friday.
Okay, which was for
Mac was
beginners.
asking about limits and how many trout, how many reds, how many black drum. A quick, easy way to figure that out is something called the Outdoor Annual. It's pretty nice. Whenever you go into Stripes or Academy or anywhere, you'll see a little pamphlet sitting up on the counters, and it has 2009, 2020.
Does the limits change every year, or is it always
Not every
solid?
year. Every September 1st, we do have new rules that go into effect. This year, we don't have any limits that have been affected, but we have changed the trout limits over the past couple of years. We're down from 10 trout per person to 5 per person, so
Now,
it does change.
why are you limiting me on? Maybe I have a big family.
doesn't
you know?
even fish, and he's
I
so
have
angry.
I have a
want
big
more
family.
fish.
I want one fish for each child. What's the
understand that.
problem here?
I'm a family of 4, so my wife and my 2 daughters and I, of course, I'm a big boy, I can eat quite a bit, but 4 fish, 4 trout will actually feed the 4 of us very well
Everyone
with your
in
sides.
Macville.
And everyone in Macville will get
I can
fed
feed
with
everybody
a
in
couple
town.
of fish. So
Yeah.
it really doesn't take that many fish to make a complete meal unless you're doing a huge fish fry, which of course then you're going to need full limits.
Do the people that go with you, because you're a professional, and so people come from all over, and
Right.
they want more than 4 fish.
Usually, yes, sir, they do. I also have some that are very conservative and they release what they catch. So it just depends on what skill level they're at. Usually beginners, they want to catch everything and keep everything. But the more advanced they get, you'll notice that they're going for trophies and they want the bigger fish, and they'll actually release a lot of
Exactly.
the fish, and they'll only keep what they want to eat for dinner.
That makes sense once you get a little
Yeah.
more experience. So you were mentioning the Outdoor Annual magazine, which we probably overlooked thousands of times while we're grabbing bubble gum at the corner store.
Yeah.
But now everybody's on their phones, everybody's using their apps, and now there's an app for this exact same thing.
Exactly.
Tell me about it.
So you can get on to either whatever you have, an Android
Apple
or
app or
an
Google
iPhone,
Play.
Apple app.
Either-
You can
either
Google
or.
it, and you'll see the Texas Parks and Wildlife Outdoor
That's what it
Annual,
looks like
and that's
once you
exactly what
download
it looks like right
okay,
there.
that's pretty
Yeah.
user-friendly.
And it's very self-explanatory. You'll have water types, so there's the saltwater and the freshwater. Of course,
Nice.
for our area, it'll be primarily saltwater.
And if you don't know which is which, you just drink a little bit of it.
That'll let you know.
Dip
What
your
kind of
finger
water
in and
am I
taste
in?
it.
Ooh,
Exactly.
gross.
And it has all the rules and regulations for it. And it'll teach you about your license, which, a reminder, August 31st, your license will expire. So don't forget to get your
Gotta get
new
a new
fishing
one.
license August 31st. Unless you did year to date. If you did year to date, you're good to go for whatever
Okay.
date that you bought it on. But this app will actually tell you all of the rules and regulations for how many you can have, Mac, like you were talking.
And limits the size.
The
Yes, sir.
size,
The
yeah.
size.
Not too big, not
Take
too
your
little.
ruler.
Yes, sir.
You got it. Well, all of your beer chests
I know,
now
I
have
know.
rulers.
Yeah.
on them,
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
I'm worried
there
about
it
the
is.
beer. I'm not worried about
So-
the ruler.
Saying if you use beers, you can add 5 beers, and that's usually about
That
17
is the kind of
inches.
stuff we want to learn.
Now that's
Captain
practical
Little.
information
Yeah.
there. So you don't want the little babies. And
No.
you don't want the brood
Broodstock,
which is
exactly.
the big ones.
Usually
But
the females.
some people are thinking, I pulled a really big one. I want this mounted.
Right.
But that's a mommy or a daddy, right?
It
You need
usually
those.
is, and you can get a mount done. All you have to do is take the proper girth measurement, length measurement, take really good photos of it, and you can release her. And most
really?
taxidermy shops have replica mounts that you
A
can have
replica
done.
mount.
Interesting.
Yep,
So
exactly.
speaking of trophy fish, how is the fish looking out there this
It's
weekend?
looking great. Corpus Christi Bay trout are fair to good on edge of the spoils using super spooks and live shrimp.
Okay.
Around the edges of the channels, piggy perch and croaker are working really well for big trout too. Port Aransas is going to be trout, redfish, and sheephead along the jetties using the same live shrimp and live croaker. And then for your offshore fishermen, the kingfish is really well right now. Rockport, the trout are fair in the guts, and channels, free line and shrimp, trout are fair over grass while drifting live shrimp. And redfish, of course, are coming in, so cut mullet, any type of cut bait will work. Shrimp, also, the redfish are moving. So
Nice.
Baffin Bay
out there,
trout
Jocelyn, take me
bite
fishing.
is amazing. The trout are biting really well in Baffin Bay. And for artificial down south lures, producing really well. Live croaker, of course, and you concentrate on your rocks around the sand pockets and all the ambush points that trout typically move in on. And also, we're starting to see a whole lot of redfish show up in Baffin Bay. They're starting to move out.
And now this weekend, I expect some thunderstorms around the area. Do those affect
Sporadic, or-
not only the
I
fish
just washed
or the
my
fishermen?
car.
Thank you. Thank you for your contribution.
Finally washed my car.
Because of your washing your car, we're finally going to get us a little rain activity.
Okay,
Now
you're
the
welcome.
fishermen got to watch out for lightning.
Exactly. That's your number one concern with bad weather is just watching for lightning.
Now, because I say you can get wet. That's all right.
Yeah, you'll dry off.
Lightning can hurt you.
Abort
Exactly.
mission if it's lightning
Exactly.
outside.
Right. Yeah. Take shelter. Always get out of the weather. Get out of the water if there's lightning around.
Yeah, that
You don't
makes
want to
sense.
play with Mother Nature. She's always in charge.
Yeah, exactly.
Amen.
Well, you'll have to tell us more about the weather this weekend, Matt,
You
because
bet.
I just washed my car. Thank you, Captain John Little, for joining us
Yes,
every
ma'am.
Friday,
Thanks for
being our
having me.
fishing expert.